Iris? You are once again locked in your room and haven't come out yet today. What are you doing in there? You are far too old now to be locked in your room like that all day, so quit it.
Good morning, Joanna. I'm not sure how many times I've told you this already, but I do my work from home. So can you stop trying to accuse me of being locked in my room all day and understand what I've been telling you?
I understand that you want to tell me you work remotely, but I've never heard of anyone your age working from home like you say you are before.
What does that mean?
Well, people your age always go to work every day and do so by car or by bus. And you guys are all used to being at work so that you can communicate with everyone in person since you all don't know how to use phones or computers very well. And you guys are also always willing to work overtime and then like to come home really late at night after everyone else has already eaten dinner, right? So you really expect me to believe that someone who's so used to working like that is now able to work from home all of a sudden? Aren't you a bit embarrassed to be saying something like that to me? I get that you want to feel young, but come on. How would you even be able to work from home anyway when that job of yours isn't even a big deal?
Well, Joanna, you should also be able to understand that not everyone from my generation is the same, and that means that some of us actually like to work from our computers and phones instead of having to commute to work every day.
Yeah, this conversation has gone on far too long now, so let's end it here. I really hate having to talk to the elderly for long periods of time, so if you don't want me to hate you, stop talking already.
Joanna.
Also tonight, I'll be taking Kyle with me back to my parents' house.
Huh? Again?
I've been kind enough to live with you here in your house for a long time, so it should be all right for me to go to my parents' house every so often, right?
You're the one being kind enough? Living here with me?
I am! Your second oldest son and his wife are living overseas right now, and since they can't be here to pay for you, we've had to step in and live with you as your support.
Huh?
And so what I'm saying is that you have no right questioning me about going back to my parents' house for a little bit with Kyle, because we're the ones supporting you.
I never questioned you going back to their house, though.
Are you sure? Well, if you weren't, then stop talking to me already and let me leave in peace.
Mom, I'm sorry. I'm sure that you've already heard this from Joanna, but...
Right, I just heard that from her not too long ago. Listen, are you sure it's not causing you too much stress to always have to go over there to see her parents again and again? At this point, it's been every week now that you both go back to her parents' house.
Right. I've asked her about what's been going on as well, but I think she's gotten the wrong idea when I asked her about it. Well, I'm not sure what she's thought about it, but to me it seems she feels nothing by me questioning her.
Well, if they're not that upset with you both always going over there or with what's going on here, then I guess we don't have to worry either. But if you have something more to say about all of this, then you should tell her right to her face, without trying to beat around the bush.
Something more to say?
You've always had to go to her parents' house every single week, and by this point you haven't had a chance to relax because of it, right? And when it comes to how busy your life is, you just had to leave that company because it went bankrupt and are now back out looking for work again. There's way too much going on in your life now for you to have to be going to their house every week, wasting away time you could be spending on yourself. I'm sure that you don't want to say anything else to Joanna about this because you feel that it might hurt her feelings. But if you keep holding back your own feelings like that, you're going to explode one day.
You make a good point. You've had to deal with a lot of things like this in your day, so I think listening to what you've had to say is the best option for me. I'll take a moment to think all I want to do, though, and then make my move.
Joanna, could it be that this weekend you're going to your parents' house once again?
Yep, and not just back to their house, but this time we're going on vacation.
You're all going on vacation?
It'll be me, my parents, and also Kyle and his family going on a sightseeing trip.
Is that so? All of the family, then?
What's wrong?
Nothing is wrong with that. It's just that I have work to get done, so,
Here we go again with this. Trying to make it seem as though you're actually doing work in that room of yours when you're too old to even operate a computer.
Mom, I'm so sorry about that. Can you please show me to another job?
Hi, Kyle? This is really out of nowhere. What you're saying is that the company I showed you to try and land you a job will no longer be taking you?
Well, about that, they allowed me to get all the way to the last interview before telling me that they no longer had the position open. Well, don't worry about it now. I just need you to help me find another company that you can show me to, and I don't care what kind of work it is. Please.
Well, if you want my help again, then you're first going to have to talk with your wife about this.
I don't think I want her knowing about any of this, so please just help me.
Are you sure? Then let me go and talk with one of my friends who runs a cafe and see if she'd be willing to hire you. You know where to go if she wants an interview, right?
I'm assuming this is your friend with the old-fashioned cafe just to the right of the library?
That's the one. Come meet me there in an hour or so that you can talk with her.
Will do. Mom, I'm so sorry that I had to ask you for all of that so quickly.
Don't worry about it. It helped me that you came and talked to her when I went.
Well, about that, hearing that there were already plans being put in place, even before I went there, really shocked me.
Well, ever since your dad passed away, there have been plans of having you go there for a very long time. I had been wanting to talk with you about it for a while now, but after his death, time just began to slip away from me, and I never got around to talking with you.
Ah, I see. I guess back in the day when I had lost my first job and came running back to live with you guys, you had already been trying to plan new options for me so that I had a chance at finding work again. But I'm glad that you guys did all of that for me because it's helped me out a lot with trying to find work that works for me, so I'm thankful, Mom.
That's great to hear from you. I'm also glad that you don't mind that we went ahead and planned a lot of things out for you, just in case you needed the help.
Well, listen, I was not going to go down a path that Joanna wanted me going down, so I'm happy that you guys were always there for me.
Iris, I would like for us all to start thinking about Kyle and I moving out of this house.
Well, this is something I never expected from you.
Well, can you listen to what I have to say? Kyle has found himself a new job and everything, so I don't have to worry about our lives anymore. But having to stay in a house with a grandma that doesn't have a job of her own is the least attractive life, and I don't want to live it. And so because of that, I'm going to be taking Kyle with me. And we're going to go and live with my parents at their house where they're at least getting Social Security.
So then what's going to happen with me once you guys move out of this house?
Well, hold on one second. I actually plan on having you leave the house now.
You want me to leave the house now? Me?
That's right. My parents' house is too small for all of us to live together comfortably there, so I'm going to take over your house and have them move in with us. And you'll only be in the way of that if you stay, so leave.
Does this mean that you plan to have your parents come to my house to live here and want me to leave?
I just said that, right?
Then what am I going to do once I'm tossed out of my own house?
Well, let's think about that. You mean nothing to us anymore, so we'll just have you sent to the cheapest old person's home we can find and leave you there.
Well, I don't have any issues with myself that require someone to watch over me, though.
Huh?
I've made sure to prepare myself for a future where I don't have to ask my kids or anyone else to take care of me. So you don't have to be worried about sending me to any old person's home.
Oh, well, is that so? Seems that both you and I are starting to be on the same page for once, finally. Well, now that I don't even have to pay for you to go to an old person's home, I'll consider myself lucky.
And as for the $4,000 that I've been giving you and your husband every month, I'm going to stop doing that, okay?
Huh?
I'm sure that from now on your parents will be willing to pay for your guys' living expenses every month, right? I'm finally going to get some weight off my back for a change.
Huh? What the heck are you going on about? It's been both Kyle and I that have been the ones taking care of you and all your needs. So what makes you believe that I'm going to believe that you've been giving us $4,000 a month?
I see. So you never knew a thing about what I've been doing then, huh?
Huh? You're the one that has no clue about the things we've been doing for you. You thinking that you've been giving us $4,000 a month is a load of crap, Iris. Are you starting to lose your mind or something with age now? Well, you told us you no longer need our help, or anyone's help for that matter, so don't come crying to us now.
Then let me ask you this. Did you know that the only reason I allowed you to come and live in this house with me is because your husband, Kyle, lost his job after the company went bankrupt? And he agreed to only stay here until he saved up enough money to move back out? And that this whole time he's been working different jobs and such, you've just sat around doing nothing as his supposed housewife? You should be aware of all of that already, right? Even though Kyle has had a few jobs since you both moved in with me, he's lost them as well and hasn't saved up much of anything. So how could you both be paying to support me as well as yourselves when you are both unemployed?
I just assumed that he's been using up the money he was given when that last company fell apart, as well as any savings he had from when he was younger to support us all.
I understand that he got a pretty decent amount of money when everyone was laid off after the company fell, and he's had some money from when he was single still in his savings, but all of that has been used up.
Huh? Then who's been paying for us all to live here?
Well, the only other person that's been living in the house has been me. And yes, I've been the one paying for you guys. And I haven't only been paying for you guys, but also that $1,000 you send your parents every month as well, since you get that money from me.
Huh? That's definitely a lie. You are just a lost cause of an elderly woman that never leaves her room.
I've made it clear many times now that I do all the work I have to do from home, yet you've chosen to never believe what I've been saying. So if you're still not going to believe what I'm saying, how about you go have a chat with Kyle about all of this? I'm sure that he'll let you know about everything that's been going on with all of us.
Kyle? Has all the money that we've been living off of each month and all the money that we've been giving my parents all been coming from your mother? And when I say money, I'm talking about the $4,000 she talked about. What the hell is your mother doing to gain that kind of money every month?
Well, my mom works from home helping manage a company that works in making all different styles of dresses.
What? Dresses?
Also, she happens to make a lot of money from the houses she rents out.
Huh? She rents out houses as well?
Well, back when my dad was around, he worked in the real estate business and happened to have a lot of properties that he'd buy and then sell. But when he passed away, a lot of those properties that he had were given to my mom, and she chose to furnish them up and rent them out to all sorts of different clients.
Are you kidding me?
So that's why when you ask for mom to leave this house to allow your parents to move in with us, you'll be getting rid of the one person that's been paying for the place. In other words, we'll have to start paying rent.
What rent?
Well, my mom is the owner of the house still, and she's not just going to let us all live in here for free when she goes. And from what I've learned, based off where this house is located, we'll have to pay around $1,500 a month to rent this place.
What?
Whose house did you think this was?
I guess I never thought about all of it that much.
What the heck is up with that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore now. I have some things I'd like to talk with you about as well now.
Huh? What do you want to talk about?
You and I are divorced now.
What? What the actual hell are you talking about? Why would you say something like that to me?
A while back, you threatened to divorce me if I ever said anything about you always wanting to go back to your parents' house and such. And along with those threats, you prepared some divorce paperwork to make sure that I knew you were serious. And since I finally started to question what you've been doing, I decided it was time I handed in those papers for you to the city office.
What the hell did you do that for? If you do really plan to leave me for good, then I'm going to get some money out of you.
You married me without ever telling me about the debt you're in right now.
Huh?
That $1,000 a month you say you've been giving to your parents has actually been going towards paying off said debt.
Huh?
And to try and keep me from ever figuring that one out, you went and had the money sent to your parents and then had them use that money to pay off your debt. That way, I would just think that the money was going to your parents to use and not to some loan shark that you're trying to run from.
Huh. Why do you know about all of that?
I figured this all out when we went on vacation. We were all staying at that hotel. You asked for me to hand over that $1,000 to your parents in person, so that I didn't even have to bother sending it to their supposed bank account. However, after handing you my wallet to get the cash out to give to them, I went outside the room saying that I was going to buy a drink. But really, as the door was about to close, I heard you say something about some debt. And so I kept my ears pressed against the door and heard you all talking about how you wanted them to send that to the loan shark that night.
You heard me say that to them? You were still outside the door?
I was, and I heard everything, clear as day. And that's why things are the way they are now.
Listening in on our private conversation is messed up.
And your reason for being in debt with a loan shark in the first place is pretty messed up to me.
Huh? You knew about all of that as well?
You apparently cheated on me with another man while we were dating. And when his wife found out, she made you pay a settlement out of court, right?
Why do you know about all of that stuff as well? I actually hate that you found out about what happened back then.
This is what you get for being a whore when we dated. After learning about all of that crap, I no longer want to apologize for looking into all this behind your back. So think whatever you want about me, but know that I'm not the one who's going to suffer for their bad decisions.
That was all in the past, though. Can't you please forgive me for all of that?
Of course all of that happened when you and I were only dating. So there's not much I can do about it now that we're married. But you hiding all your debt from me before we got married and then using my mom's money to pay said debt off is another thing.
Well, even if you don't like that I used her money to pay off my debt, I don't have any money of my own, so I had to use hers.
Well, normally when someone has debt that they want to keep a secret, and pay off, they will get a job of their own and pay with their own money, right?
Huh? You think I should work?
I never actually thought that you were brain dead to the point you thought everyone else should be working besides yourself.
Kyle?
After this, I'd like you to talk with my lawyer about any other things you might have to say. Also, I was able to find myself a new job, and I'll be moving closer to that job soon.
Huh?
I'll be working for a cafe that is owned by one of my mom's friends, and will help me get back on my own feet and back to making money. I'm not going to tell you where the place is, but I'll say that it's very, very far away from the current town we live in.
But if you go and leave me here all by myself, then what am I going to do to survive? I still have a lot of money that I need to pay. How am I going to pay all of that off?
Don't ask your ex-husband a question like that, you freak.
Huh?
Now, I can see that if I continue talking to you, the same things will have to be said over and over again. So I'd like to end our conversation here. And as for what my mom wants me to say to you, you have until the end of the month to stay in that house. But once the month is over, you need to get lost.
Huh? Hold on a second. My parents are expecting to come and live in this house with us soon, so they've gone and ended their lease and everything to move here. If we're not able to live here any longer, we're not going to have a house to go back to. I'm being serious when I ask you what I should be doing right now. Hey, Kyle, can you at least stay together with me until I'm able to pay off all that debt? Kyle! What is this? Kyle? Listen to me. What is going on right now over here? Everything that was in this house, like those beds and the dinner table from overseas and the shelves and the chairs and even the fridge and oven. The dishware and everything, it's all gone now. I was thinking that I could at least start selling a lot of that furniture and stuff to start paying off more of my debt, but now it's all gone and I don't know where to find it all. Come back here and save me, Kyle.
For some reason, it seems that Joanna never even noticed that both Kyle and I had left the house and were no longer coming back there before she got home. She then proceeded to stand outside the house screaming at the top of her lungs that I stole all of her things, and that I should be punished for it, but nobody seemed to care. Since she was no longer married to my son anymore, I finally went ahead and gave him $6,000 that was left over from the money I received after his father died. and only did so then so that Joanna couldn't take any of it. Anyway, now that there is no house for Joanna to go home to, and there's no money coming from Kyle in the divorce, the only thing she's left with is her remaining debt. She tried to go back to the new house that her parents started to rent, but when she arrived asking them to let her move in, she turned around to see two men that the loan shark had sent after her. They grabbed her by both her arms and took her away in their blacked-out truck. As of right now, she's working for that loan shark to make back every penny that she borrowed from him, and she will not be able to leave his side until it's all paid off. Kyle made the right choice divorcing her when he did, because had he not, he might have ended up right next to her, working long and degrading days just to pay for her mistakes.
Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hi, Eleanor. I noticed something, but you must receive welfare, right, Eleanor?
Huh? What is this suddenly? I don't receive welfare. I know that there are people who receive welfare because they can't make a living without it, but we don't meet those requirements.
That must mean you're receiving it illegally.
No, it means that there's no need for us to receive welfare. Don't bend my own words, please.
But you're a single mother no matter how you look at it, right, Eleanor? And you're not working no matter how you look at it as well. But you still manage to make a living, which must mean that you're receiving welfare.
I already told you this several times, right? I have a husband and he has a job, so we have no problem supporting ourselves.
But I haven't seen your husband even once in the last 3 months since I moved here.
He's been on a business assignment for a year and he's going to be returning soon.
There's no use lying like that. I'll find out immediately.
Please don't make me repeat myself. Can you not understand what I'm telling you?
I told you, I understand that you're receiving welfare.
No!
No need to get mad.
If you really have no intention of understanding, then please don't contact me anymore. I'm not going to deal with you any more than I have to as well from now on.
Huh?
I still have household chores to do, so goodbye.
Hi, Eleanor. I just arrived at the station.
Welcome home, Christopher. I can't believe that your one-year assignment is finally over.
Yep, it's finally over. Thanks for taking care of the house while I was gone.
No problem. Oh, you're going to be visiting your parents' house first, right?
Yep. It's on the way to our house, so I can't really just pass it by. And I want to visit my father's grave as well.
By the way, I invited your mother to dinner today.
Oh, is that so?
It's your mother we're talking about, so she's probably going to make you go home quickly to see your wife and children, which is why I invited her to dinner.
I understand. Got it. So, I should bring Mom with me, right?
Yep, thanks.
Hi, Eleanor. Sorry, but could you come pick me up at the north exit of F Station?
What? F Station is the station nearest your office, right? What happened?
Well, you see, ever since I went to work on the day after coming home from my assignment, I've been being followed by a strange woman.
Huh? Seriously?
Well, at first I thought it was just a coincidence or that I might just be imagining things, but at first I just saw her in the station or in the train, but today she was waiting for me in front of my office.
What?
I go to the station nearest our house, the station by bicycle, so I think she doesn't know where we live yet, but I walk from F Station to my office, and I think that's when she must have followed me. I was stalked just back then from the office to F Station. For some reason, I think she was trying to hug me.
Huh?
That's when I panicked and fled into the men's bathroom near the north exit stairs, and
It isn't someone from your company, right?
it probably isn't. Almost all the women who enter our office wear suits or casual office clothes, but This woman wears clothing that's extremely revealing and wears extremely heavy makeup. No woman from our company dresses like that to work. It's probably meant as some sort of fashion. It makes her stand out in a bad way. I think she's probably in her late 30s.
Just listening to your description gives me the shivers.
Looking at her is worse.
All right, I'll come pick you up. I'll have to give our children to your mother, so it might take a while.
It's all right. I can wait. I'll call Mom about it as well.
Yep, thanks. Wait for me there.
Eleanor, could you come out of your house for a second?
Huh?
I'm waiting at the park near your house.
What is it, Emma? I told you I didn't want to have to deal with you any more than I have to.
Just come out, will you? There's something very important that I want to tell you.
Fine, I'll come and meet you.
Don't run away! I chased you to your house, but you drove away by car.
My cheeks started swelling because you punched me, so my husband is driving me to the clinic.
What? The clinic? Your husband?
Goodbye.
What are you saying? You're a single mother, right? Hi, Eleanor. You should have returned home from the clinic by now, right? Then it's time for you to explain.
That's what I wanted to tell you. Just what do you think you're doing? As soon as you saw me, you punched me in the face. I don't remember doing anything to deserve that.
Stay away from my boyfriend. Get away from him now, you slut!
Your boyfriend? I'm not seeing any men except my husband.
Stop lying. Your life is so full of lies. You lie that you have a husband even though you're a single mother, and you won't admit that you're receiving welfare. Not only that, but now you're trying to steal my boyfriend. What do you mean you're not seeing any men except your husband?
I'm trying to ask you who this boyfriend of yours you're talking about is.
He's my boyfriend.
I'm asking for his name.
His name is Mr. Neal.
What?
It was 1 week ago. He picked up the handkerchief that I dropped on the stairs at the station. The moment he handed me the handkerchief, we fell in love. And in the one until yesterday, the two of us have been meeting on his way to and from work and went on multiple dates in the train. The two of us got to know each other during this time, and I thought that today I would wait in front of his office and spend the night with him at a hotel. I even got all dressed up. But then he became shy and fled, so I chased him to the station. I was waiting for him in front of the men's bathroom when you came in your car and drove him away.
Where did you hear the name Neal?
I followed him home on the day we met, and I read it on the nameplate in front of his house. You see, whenever I try to ask him for his contact information, he gets shy and tries to escape. Without thinking, I parted the crowd and followed him.
Is it the case that the day this man picked up your handkerchief for you, was it last week Monday?
Oh, so he told you about me? If that's the case, then keep your hands off him.
But your boyfriend is my husband.
Huh?
That day when you followed my husband and arrived at a house that wasn't our house, but his mother's house that he just happened to stop by, that's where you saw the name Neal, right? On the nameplate in front of her house? Did you forget that my last name is also Neal?
Huh? But that's just a coincidence.
According to my mother-in-law, who's been living here for a long time, there are only 2 houses with the name Neal written on them around here. Her own house and ours, where me and my husband and our children live.
What? No way! But you're a single mother that receives welfare.
I already told you again and again that none of what you're saying is true. The day you said my husband picked up your handkerchief for you was the day my husband got home from his assignment abroad.
What? It can't be true. He's my boyfriend.
Then can you say his full name?
What?
His last name is Neal. Can you tell me his first name? If you say that he's really your boyfriend, then you must have his contact information, right? It's a day off for my husband today, and he's sitting right next to me. Why don't you try contacting him?
What? He's next to you.
Yep. It looks like you didn't notice, but the person who drove me to the hospital after I came home with my cheeks swelling was my husband.
What?
That means that he now knows that his wife was punched by the woman who's been stalking him for the past week.
No way.
He says he's not going to forgive you for this.
Why? The passion the two of us nurtured for each other this past week.
I have the perfect words for you right now. Do you want to hear them?
What is it?
You're delusional, Emma.
What?
I'm filing a police report.
Huh? Hold on!
Don't bother us ever again. Hey, Christopher. I know you're probably on your lunch break, but I'll give you a brief explanation of the situation.
Oh, what's up?
Emma's husband came to apologize earlier.
What? Her husband?
Just to be safe, I talked to him through the intercom, but we got divorced today. I took custody of the children, and we're going to be moving to where I'm currently based, at a prefecture. Sorry for all the trouble we caused you, he said.
That woman had a husband?
Yep, I was surprised as well. He said he was on assignment abroad until recently, just like you.
Is that so? Does that mean that she didn't believe what you said and called you a single mother who was receiving welfare, even though she was in the exact same situation as you?
According to the other mothers, she would always complain that it's so unfair she's a single mother and yet unemployed. It seems that would help out at a store an acquaintance of hers owned a few times a week.
So she was jealous that she was working and yet you weren't.
It seems so.
She didn't know that you were actually an artist that made $40,000 a year, though.
I know if some of my friends find out, they'll ask me to make things for them at a cheaper price or even for free, so I'll make sure not to tell anyone.
Well, anyways, we're not going to take down the police report, right?
Yep, I don't think she's going to be sent to prison, but luckily we're going to be moving with your mother to your new place of assignment.
Let's prepare so that we can move as soon as possible.
Got it.
Oh, looks like my lunch break is going to be over. See you.
Yep, take care. A few days later, two people who called themselves Emma's grandparents came to apologize. Apparently, Emma's parents had disappeared for some reason, so her grandparents were going to take responsibility for Emma. But I was a bit worried of handing over that monster to this old couple, but it seems that the two have some sort of connection, and they were going to send Emma to some workplace to pay off the loans she had to take to pay off the alimony she had to pay me. At least, that was the plan. It seems that her delusional disorder wasn't just going to go away that easily, and once again, she started stalking a man at her workplace that she took a fancy of. She was fired from work and was once again forced to pay an alimony. Apparently, she went into huge debt after that, and no one's seen her since.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Yo, John! How many years has it been since you left home?
Well, who cares how many years it's been? I've no intention of coming back.
You act all tough, but don't you still live in the same city? You actually want me to come and visit you, right? Should I come over?
What are you talking about?
You probably meant to keep your address a secret, but I found out where you live!
Oh, okay. I already knew that you know the apartment I live in.
Huh?
But neither you or Mom and Dad have any interest in me, do you?
What makes you say that?
Mom and Dad didn't care about me from the start. And you seem to have been satisfied when she stole my ex-girlfriend.
Ah, so that's how you see things.
I'll just move again if you stop bothering me.
Oh, I see. I get it. So that's how it is.
What is it? You're creeping me out.
What if I told you that I was actually bothering you in a way you wouldn't notice? And that it's bringing you a lot of misfortune?
Huh?
Well, I guess there's no use in trying to keep it a secret, so I'll tell you.
What is it?
You haven't noticed that I stole your girl again, haven't you?
Huh?
Not only that, but it seems that I accidentally impregnated your wife!
What are you talking about? What is this about my wife?
I'm saying that your wife is now pregnant with my child, which means that it's time for you to get divorced.
Oh, is that so? I'm just gonna ask, but how many days has it been since she got pregnant?
Last time she told me she said it was 11 weeks. Well, get divorced as soon as possible, all right? I can't believe I was able to steal your girl a second time! You're pathetic, Jack!
I see. You know, you should really not get too excited with your jokes, Mark.
What?
Fine then.
Wait a minute! I wasn't joking! I was being serious!
Hi, Scarlett. I just checked into the hotel.
Hi, John. You must be tired.
Can I ask you a weird question? Sorry if it makes you uncomfortable.
What is it?
Have you met my brother Mark before?
What? Your brother? No, I never have.
That's what I thought. There's no way you two have met before.
Why'd you ask?
You see, I got a text from my brother this afternoon that will probably make you really disgusted.
A text that would make me really disgusted? What was it about?
It's probably fastest if I just show you our conversation. But I'm worried that you'll get really upset.
Just give me a summary, will you?
He told me to divorce you since you're pregnant with his child.
Huh?
You said something about you being pregnant for 11 weeks now.
No, there's already no way it can be true then.
Right. Which is why I don't believe a word he said. I just thought I should tell you about it.
Got it. Thanks. I'll stay at home until you get home tomorrow just to be safe. I'll probably be glued to the laptop since I'm so busy with work anyways. And I already have enough food, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yep, that's probably a good idea.
And? What are you going to do about your brother?
Well, it depends on what my brother decides to do from now on. I'll need to wait and see what he does first.
Got it. Tell me if I can help.
Sorry for causing trouble. It's my problem, not yours.
It's fine. I knew the situation you were in when we got married. So, no need to worry about it.
Thanks.
What's up, John? You prepared to divorce her yet? I mean, it's not like you have a choice. Your wife's pregnant with my child.
There's something I want to ask you, Mark.
What?
Are you employed right now?
Huh? What's this about suddenly?
You're gonna have a child. You'll need money to raise him or her. You'll need to be able to support your family once you're a father.
What? What are you worrying about? Your wife's rich, so there's no need for me to work.
I mean, I guess it's possible for the wife to earn money and for you to do the housework.
That's not what I meant. I've never done any housework in my life. But it's fine if I don't work.
That's ridiculous.
That's the kind of marriage I wanted. Which is why I decided to steal your wife after I found out about her.
What do you mean?
Your wife inherited a huge amount of money, right?
What, inheritance?
Which is why I came up with the perfect plan to steal your wife. So that's how it is. I really am sorry for you. Now the $1 million of inheritance is mine.
I have one more question.
What is it? You really don't give up, do you?
You keep talking about my wife, so you must know her name, right?
Of course I know her name. It just feels better to call her your wife. It gives me this sense of superiority.
Then what's her name?
Amanda!
Huh? Amanda?
I answered your question. You happy now? Just get divorced already, will you? Hey, John! It's already been 1 week. How's the progress going with the divorce? When's it going to happen?
Why do you keep talking about me and my wife divorcing?
Huh?
Even if she is pregnant with your child, you're still rushing things too much. Is there some other reason?
Not really.
I was just kidding. I already guessed as to what was going on from what I found out in the past week. Dad's company is on the brink of bankruptcy, right?
What?
You knew that at this rate, you guys wouldn't be able to support yourselves anymore. That's when you found out from somewhere about my marriage and heard that my wife was the daughter of a wealthy entrepreneur who inherited a huge amount of money after her parents' death. You first broke up with my ex-girlfriend Kate, and then came up with a plan to steal my wife.
You found out that much?
I was able to contact Kate through a friend. She told me everything.
That bitch! Yes, what you're saying is true. But you're too late, aren't you? Amanda already wanted to divorce you when we first met. Getting divorced was only a matter of time.
Oh, is that so?
Amanda said that if I helped her to get divorced with you, she would use some of her money to help Dad's company. Which means that she agreed to me stealing you from her and making her pregnant.
I see. So you were depending on the inheritance money you planned to steal, huh? But isn't that a bit strange? My wife's parents are currently in Hawaii on vacation.
What?
I just talked to them yesterday through video chat. They're still pretty healthy, so it's a bit too early to be talking about inheritance money.
What are you talking about? But Amanda's...
My wife isn't named Amanda.
What?
My wife's been living abroad since she was 12 due to her parents' work. I met her 2 years ago while I was abroad on work. She only returned to Japan 2 weeks ago for our marriage, which is why it's impossible for her to have been pregnant for 11 weeks, or for you to have even met her.
Hold on. I don't understand what you're saying. Then Amanda is...
Amanda is Kate's younger sister.
Huh?
Apparently Amanda was the kind of person who wanted to steal everything that was her sister's, including her sister's boyfriend. While I was going out with Kate, she would always attempt to seduce me and steal me from her sister.
What?
But then you stole Kate from me and we broke up, so Amanda left too. My life suddenly became so much more peaceful.
Huh? How could your life have been peaceful after your girlfriend got stolen?
That's how much Amanda was a bother to me. After she lost interest in me, she started waiting for a chance to steal her sister's new boyfriend, you. She found out about Dad's company being on the brink of bankruptcy and made up this story about her being my wife who inherited a fortune from her parents. She knew you would try and steal her from me.
So the inheritance is...
She made it all up. The fact that I actually got married recently was a coincidence. You could have easily checked the family registry and found out that Amanda was lying, but you didn't. Amanda might even be lying about her being pregnant, so you should really make sure.
What?
Seems like we've cleared the misunderstanding, so I guess it's time to say goodbye.
Hey, wait!
Oh, one more thing. For some reason, you think that I still live in the same city, but I found a new job and moved someplace else right after you stole Kate from me 3 years ago.
What?
Someone else is in my old apartment now, so don't bother your neighbors by trying to barge in or something.
Wait! You didn't tell me your wife's name yet!
I won't tell you.
Then tell me your new address!
No thanks.
What?
Bye! I told him not to do it, but it seems Mark tried to barge into the apartment room I used to live in. There was no nameplate on the front, but apparently this was because the new resident didn't want to have to deal with door salesmen. My nuisance of a brother kept knocking on the door and shouting my name, saying that Amanda lied about being pregnant and that she left him. He said to hand over my real wife instead. Obviously, he was caught by the police. He got off with a warning, but apparently the news of him being arrested was enough to bring down Dad's company. Later on, the whole family started barraging me with texts telling to give them money, since now they were in debt. That's when I decided to change my phone number.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson. This is Cindy Malone at the office. I'm calling to inform you that it has been 3 hours since work has begun. May I ask what the problem is? Are you at home or are you on your way here?
Please, stop with the jabbering. I don't need this so early in the morning. The damn phone's been beeping all morning. Knock it off, would ya?
I want to say the same to you, sir. You do realize that it's Tuesday, a work day. You're supposed to be at your desk at 8:30. We have not received any kind of notice or request for a holiday. So I ask again, where are you and why aren't you here?
Where do you think I am? I'm at home. I drank a wee bit too much last night. I have the worst hangover you can imagine. How do you expect me to work? Seems glaringly obvious that if I'm not there by now, I'm not coming in at all. Use your head.
Sorry, but I'm not clairvoyant. How am I supposed to know when you're coming in?
I've got a splitting headache. Rambling on is making it worse. Anyways, I'm taking the day off. Does that answer your question?
Mr. Johnson, this is really not appropriate. You only joined the company 3 days ago. There are consequences for your actions. You missed the first day of work. On the second day, you were an hour late and a no-show today. You're taking the day off without permission because you have a hangover? That's not how things work, Mr. Johnson. I've been trained to educate you these past few days when you're here, but all I get is tongue-in-cheek answers.
I'm at home with a headache.
Do you even want to work here? Why do you even bother?
Of course I want to work. If I really buckle down and start working, you'll be blown away. I'll start earning the company millions in no time. I'm sure you already know, but I had my own company before I let you guys hire me. I was a phenomenal CEO of my own company. Don't you forget that. The president of your company asked me to join, knowing full well what I had accomplished. I have connections to the president that you cannot even fathom.
Yes, I know. You've mentioned that until I was blue in the face.
So you know the potential I have. But despite these well-established facts, I get assigned to a mere branch office and not the main headquarters? What's up with that? In the bargain, I get you, Cindy was it, a novice to educate me. Educate me on what? I don't need education. I should be educating you. What are you, like 25 or 26? What worldly experience do you have? And you expect me to nod my head and goose step to your every command. You got another thing coming, young woman. I'm someone on a completely different level from you.
I see. Then I would appreciate it, sir, if you could first generate millions for us. Then get yourself transferred to headquarters. But first, would you mind coming to the office to get the ball rolling?
Like I said, young lady, I'm taking the day off. I'm not at my full potential yet, el comprendo? And just so you know, the work you guys are doing is second banana stuff. With my level of expertise, it's like chalk and cheese. I was the CEO of a major company. Don't you forget that. I'm more inclined to command people, not be commanded. You guys need to pay me a 6-figure salary if you're going to retain my services.
If that's the kind of position you ultimately want, I suggest you come to the office and go through the basic training like everyone else. After that, you can do as you please. If you don't do that, all this talk of making millions and this otherworldly business expertise is simply just talk.
Put a sock in it, girl. Don't give me that cheeky attitude. You really think you can get away with talking to someone way above your pay grade?
I'm not so sure about that. You are twice as old as me, but by company standards, I am your superior. That would make you my subordinate.
I don't and will not accept a woman as my superior. Please, I don't want to hear any more of your claptrap BS.
I take it by BS, you're referring to substantiated claims. That's all I'm hearing from you. If you feel such an aversion towards a woman as your immediate boss, I urge you to go the whole 9 yards and show us you can produce results. Then people might take you seriously. I take it you'll be in by 8:30 tomorrow, right? The after effects of your hangover won't last till tomorrow, will it?
Yeah, you want me there. I'll be there.
That's all I wanted to hear. Please don't be late. Mr. Johnson, your break time ended 15 minutes ago. It would be nice if you could get back to your desk right this minute. What are you up to now?
What do you think I'm up to? I'm working. I'm outside making the rounds. How do you expect to conduct business without meeting clients face to face? Call it a fishing expedition. I'll snag us a huge whopper of a customer by the end of the day. Just sit back and watch the maestro at work.
Excuse me? Making the rounds? You haven't even been assigned to a section yet. Besides, we're still in the middle of your training process. For your information, you're way behind the other new employees. Just get back here and back for the next session. I suggest you put that fishing reel down and get back to the office, Mr. Johnson.
Like I said, I'm making my rounds. I'm at a client's place as we speak.
Really? At a client's place, huh? Seems kinda strange. The client works right smack in the middle of that red light district down by 6th Street.
Pardon me?
I see that you took the company car without permission. The car was supposed to pick up a client at the airport. We had to arrange a hire on short notice. I had the car checked out. I'm sure you're aware that the car has GPS. All I do is switch on the tracker and there you are. Nice little bar to conduct business. Besides, should you really be drinking and driving?
What's a GPS device doing on the car? That's a complete disregard of my privacy.
A company car is not for private use, so that thinking won't fly. For a few drinks using the company car in the middle of a work week does not look good, Mr. Johnson. Did you need a drink so bad that you skipped out on your work training and made up this preposterous lie?
Shut your damn mouth. You don't know anything. I'm just letting off some steam. That's all.
Was there any buildup of steam to begin with? If you're drinking, please leave the car there. A staff member will go and pick it up. You'll drive it back to the office and I'll drive you back home in my car. I'll just mark you down as taking the rest of the day off. You okay with that?
That means you're coming to my house, huh? While you're there, would you mind cleaning the place up a bit? The place is a pigsty.
Are you being serious? I'm not your maid, Mr. Johnson.
You're not? Funny that. Laundry's piled up and the kitchen sink looks like a shipwreck. Spotted a couple of huge cockroaches in the kitchen last night. How the hell am I supposed to eat and sleep in a dump like that? I'd be mighty grateful if you'd do that for me. Oh, yeah, could you also take my suits to the dry cleaners too? You do that, and I may even stay for the training session tomorrow.
I'm sure I'll just get a lame excuse, but why the hell would I clean your place?
Huh? Excuse me? You're a woman, right? Women can do basic cleaning stuff, right? Or didn't your mom ever teach you? My wife's at her folks' place now, so I got nobody to tidy up the place, so do me a favor just this once. Oh, while you're at it, make some lunch for me too. I'm starving. I'm getting sick of this fast food crap. You're probably not a very good cook, but don't fret. I'll make short order of it. Oh, better yet, make enough for about a week and leave it in the fridge. My wife should be back by then. If not, come back and make some more next week.
Oh, what an enticing offer. Can I really cook and clean for you, sir? But I must decline. I have no intention of getting involved in your personal matters, thank you. To be honest, after your vivid description, I have no inclination to even see the place. Besides, I'm too busy to waste my time with you. After I drop you off at your place, I plan to return to the office.
What? Come on! You're going to be there anyways. I can't believe you're that busy. Why be so petty? Alright then, I'll do you a little favor. You're a little plain looking, but you seem to have a nice shapely body. Do you want to see what heaven is like? I bet no guy even gives you a second glance. Bet the frustration level's about reached its peak, am I right?
I have no desire to see heaven. And that comment you just made, it's simply inexcusable. I have you on record saying that, so expect consequences. You know what? I changed my mind. I'll have a male employee pick up the car and take you home.
What is this pussyfooting around everything I say? You're getting on my nerves, girl.
I was just going to say the same thing to you.
Like I said, I have connections with the company's CEO. You really want to take that tone with me? One word from me, and you'll be sorting mail in the basement. I offer to do you a favor. A plain Jane like you needs all the help you can get. That's the one thing I can't stand more than anything else. A young babe looking down her nose at me, giving me orders? You're just not the kind of person I like.
I don't really care if you like me or not, Mr. Johnson. And I don't give a tinker's damn about your so-called connections. You're just another new employee, and I'm your boss. What more is there to say? My job is to teach you the basics of this company, that's all.
Don't give me that high and mighty crap. I used to be a company president, you know? You have no right to order me around. All you women have to do is obey my every command. End of discussion. What I want you to do is treat me as the president of this pathetic branch office. Then I will show you what I'm made of. You refuse to acknowledge me, and you're gone. I don't mean the mailroom either. You're finished.
Sounds like you've had one too many drinks, Mr. Johnson. You know what? I'd like to see that.
See what?
I'd like to see you fire me. I'm okay with it. Go ahead, try it. I think it's futile, though.
You really mean it? All right, you said it, not me. Get ready for the blowback. I can just see you on your hands and knees in front of the entire company, begging for my forgiveness. You brought this on yourself. Hey, Malone, where the hell are you? Why aren't you at the office? So you just decided to go AWOL?
I announced to everyone that I would be traveling to headquarters today. Everyone else knows about it. Didn't you check the daily schedule? Or did you have one too much to drink and forgot all about it?
So you're at headquarters today, huh? That means they already heard about your little abhorrent treatment of me, huh? They're going to give you a real dressing due, girl. Is it the mailroom, or is it goodbye for good?
I'm sorry, but what exactly did I do?
Please, don't act so innocent. The office entrance is stacked high with your stuff. The little toys that you ordered.
What are you talking about? Toys?
Not your ordinary child's toy either. More of a toy that's geared towards adults, if you get my point. I ordered 30 of them in your name to be delivered to the office. Wow, 30 of those things? Man, you must really be yearning for a little companionship.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No use trying to deny the facts. Those things were ordered from your PC using your credit card. It's beyond question that you ordered them. How could you order such obscene products? And to the office? Sheesh. And did you even have any concern for the other staff members? How embarrassed they would be. I can't see how you're gonna worm your way out of this mess. The only option I can think of right off the top of my head is, resign.
Are you finished, Mr. Johnson? Let me ask you something. Did you know that there is a security camera in the women's break room?
Huh? Excuse me?
There is one outside and one inside. And luck would have it that the camera has a clear view of my locker. If anybody goes in there and sneaks around, the camera would capture the whole thing. Oh yeah, my desk PC also has a camera attached to it. That means if anyone sneaks into my locker, swipes my desk key, scrounges around to my desk to get my credit card and messes with the PC, all that is recorded for all to see.
Huh? Wait a sec. That doesn't prove anything. I have no idea what you're talking about anyway.
Really? What I'm saying is, I know all about your little scheme. You went to the CEO to try and get me fired, but he threw cold water on that pretty quick, right? And you had no other option but to use one of your dirty tricks for revenge. To be honest, it's a pretty pathetic little scheme you concocted. Not in very good taste, even for you.
Are you trying to tell me that I did this?
That's right. You did, didn't you? Why am I even asking you? The proof is in the pudding, as they say. We have video evidence of you going about your merry way. There's also footage of you ordering those toys on my PC. We also have witnesses that saw you snooping around my desk. And besides the toys sent to the office, you had other stuff sent to your home. You seem to have ordered quite a bit. Let's see here. Food, brand goods, of course alcoholic beverages of various types. It wasn't enough that you ordered that stuff to frame me, but you couldn't resist stealing a little for yourself, it seems.
What's this about? I really have no inkling about what you're saying. Stop trying to frame me for some made-up crime.
If you order anything on my PC, a verification mail comes to my smartphone too. There is evidence that you sent the said items to your address. There is enough evidence here that you cannot refute.
You little shit!
While we're on the subject, there was something that I was asked to convey to you from headquarters. You've been fired.
Wait, what?
You've been let go. Fired. We all know what you did several days ago. That's why I was at headquarters today. I just finished submitting my report and all the evidence. That report also included your attitude since starting at this company. The company lawyer will be contacting you later in the week to discuss compensation for damages. You can gather up your stuff at your desk and in your locker and go home. No need to return, of course. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Hold on a second. Why am I getting fired, for God's sakes? What? I did nothing. What's the big deal anyway?
You really think stealing someone's credit card and using it without permission is not a big deal? Snooping around the ladies' locker room? That's a pretty serious and immoral act. Oh, and that credit card? That's got my name on it, but that's a corporate credit card. Truth be told, that's pure and simple fraud.
How was I supposed to know that?
I usually don't carry it around with me, but I took it out of the safe for use on the next bus trip. And you happened to find it. What can I say? I really didn't expect you to steal it and use it like you did. I don't see how you're going to take responsibility for what you did. The only option I see for you at this point is for you to quit and pay your debts.
You conniving little floozy! You put me up to this! You set this whole thing up to trap me?
I really don't appreciate such false accusations. You dug your own trap and fell right into it. This is all of your own doing.
Who the hell do you think I am? I used to be the president of a large and successful corporation. I have connections with the CEO of this company. You have no right to talk to me that way.
Yes, I've heard it a million times. As per your description, I wouldn't use the word successful. I would use much more fitting words like fraud, bankruptcy, embezzlement, misuse of funds, breach of contract. Shall I go on? A former president of a bankrupt company. Yes, I heard it a million times. You sold your home and all your assets and just barely avoided jail time. And you're up to your eyelids in debt, isn't that right? I also heard you're still struggling to pay off the salaries of your former employees.
How did you know?
The company was actually doing quite well for decades, but once you took over as president, the downward spiral began and would not stop. I'm not sure of the reason why I went bankrupt, but I really don't have a hard time deducing why. You do have tremendous business skills. The skills to drive a company into the ground, that is.
Where the hell did you hear all this? Who told you?
Who? Let's see. Who could that be? Maybe you're talking about my grandfather?
What's your grandfather have to do with any of this? And why would he even know about me?
I thought you knew my grandfather. You said you had connections to him.
Connections? What are you talking about? No way.
My grandfather is the president of this branch office. And my father is the CEO of the company itself.
Wait, what? No way. You're related to the president? Your father is the CEO's daughter?
You know, I never thought of myself as the CEO's daughter, just another employee. I didn't get any help from my father to land this position. I worked my way up through the ranks all by myself. Pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. I never wanted any of the trappings of a company CEO. I even used an alias while working. Most don't even know I'm the daughter of the CEO, and I want to keep it that way. You're a battlefield mine.
A mine? Me? What are you talking about?
They purposefully made me handle you, thinking I would get totally duped and self-destruct, like stepping on a mine. You were the perfect motivating force. I proved myself by seeing through your scheme and thwarting your every move. The company tested me. They wanted to know how far I would go to protect the company. I passed with flying colors.
Are you serious?
Why would I be tasked with some guy twice my age with a history of bankruptcy and fraud? And about you having connections with my father? All you did was beg a former client of yours to introduce you to my father. I don't know what you had on the guy, but he reluctantly hired you.
How do you even know all of this? If you know that much, then maybe we can work something out. Please, talk to your father about rethinking my position. Please, I need this job. And what you said about that client, I do know some things about this company. Maybe some things you don't want known.
Let me stop you right there. My father nor my grandfather had anything to do with firing you. That was all my decision.
Excuse me? You fired me?
I'm your immediate superior. I have the power to fire you when and where I see fit. All I did was submit the report to the head office and convey to them that I fired you. That's all. Both my father and grandfather gave me full authority to carry out my duties, so I did. They told me I could do however I pleased with you. Fire you, demote you, even promote you if that was the case.
I can't believe this. This is not happening. I need this job. I can't get fired. With no job, how am I supposed to pay off my debts?
That does not concern me. You created that debt, every penny of it. Figure it out yourself. If you're so in need of a job, why didn't you just work to make it work? You had the chance.
That's easy for you to say. I need this job. You can't fire me on the spot.
If you're thinking of what you said earlier about that client of yours, the one you said knows some company secrets, he works at the head office now. He's my father's assistant.
Seriously?
I doubt he'll have anything bad to say about the company.
Well, you have to give employees 30 days advance notice. That's even when you fire someone on the spot. Firing me on the spot is illegal. I could take you to court.
You do know your business rules, I'll give you that. Figures, you were a company president once. But sorry to burst your bubble, Mr. Johnson. You've only been with us for 10 days. I think the minimum is 14 days. That means you're being asked to resign while in training, not in as official employee. As a trainee, this 30-day advance notice does not apply. I'm surprised you didn't know these rules.
Wait a sec, what?
As that is the case, I ask that you leave all the company property as is and only take your personal belongings. Once that's done, the security guard will escort you out. It was a pleasure working with you, Mr. Johnson. Good luck on your endeavors going forward.
Please, give me one more chance. I'll change. I'll become a different person. I'll do anything you ask. I'll return all the stuff I ordered and pay for all and any damages I incurred. So, please, give me another chance? Please!
I'm sorry, I can't do that. You had plenty of chances along the way. I'm out of chances to give you.
Please, you have to believe me. One more chance, that's all I ask.
No, sorry. You're asking the impossible. Your tone and attitude even now is questionable. You sound more like you're demanding that I give you a chance. When will you ever learn, Mr. Johnson? I wonder.
No. You got me all wrong, Miss Cindy. I beg of you to reconsider.
A little too late, don't you think? I don't want to see you there when I get back. I'll ask security to make sure of it. To be honest, I'm really not in the mood to see your face. Sorry to be so blunt. Goodbye, Mr. Johnson. A few minutes later, several security personnel arrived and escorted Mr. Johnson out of the building along with his personal belongings and 5 or 6 boxes of his so-called toys. Once in front of the building, he had nowhere to go and sat there on his boxes of toys like some street vendor hawking his goods. Eventually, the police showed up, threatening to arrest him for setting up shop without the proper permit. He somehow got his boxes into a cab and apparently made his way home. During the next couple of weeks, he tried every trick in the book to convince my father and grandfather to reconsider to no avail. He even sat outside the office and tried ambushing me. I managed to avoid him and, through my lawyer, demanded that he pay for the damages he's caused. He was now inundated with a considerable amount of debt in addition to his existing ones. His wife apparently had enough of him and filed for divorce. With no way to pay the debt, he borrowed from some very disreputable moneylenders. I heard he was on the run trying to avoid these guys. Apparently, he was caught and forced to work as a dockhand at some shipyard. He's already in his mid-50s, so I'm sure it isn't an easy life. He signed his own death warrant, in my opinion. I have zero compassion for the guy after how he treated me. As a matter of fact, it took me quite some time to clean up the mess he left behind. But in spite of all that occurred, I was able to complete the training for the other new employees and send them on their way. It was a long 10 days of being taken advantage of. To be honest, it was emotionally exhausting to say the least. But my father and grandfather commended me for a job well done and awarded me with a more than expected summer bonus. All my troubles went out the window after that. Now that everything is back to normal, I plan to take over as CEO of this company someday. To do that, I need to put my heart and soul into it.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.